Cherie is the person with the green thumb who cultivated love and friendship, kindness, caring, patience, and understanding. There is not one person, adult or child, who is not blooming after they had talked or encountered her in some way. As a teacher, we saw her go out of her way for everyone to flourish and grow in our community and our school. I could come in one day and mention, oh, one of my kids is sick, and they're home by themselves, and I'd come back and at my gym break, and Cherie said, you know what, I called somebody, and they'll cover you if you want, and they'll sub for me so that I wouldn't have to worry about my own children, and that I could do the job that I was supposed to and focus on my class. If you had to call somebody at the administration building, you would just mention their name, and Cherie would be like, oh, they're so-and-so, extension 238. She'd rattle it off like that. She could answer the phone genuinely, tell a parent or a grandparent how sorry she was that their child was sick and that they hope they get better and we see them tomorrow, and that they wouldn't be in school today, and they'll let their teacher know, and if they needed homework, while getting a sub badge, take their keys, putting a Band-Aid on somebody, getting a pair of snow pants for somebody with matching mittens, while filling 60 mailboxes at the same time. Cherie single-handedly inventoried and lifted every single textbook in this school. And if we were missing one, she found it. If you needed to get a hold of a parent and you didn't, and the number was out of service, she somehow had the phone number of the next door neighbor's grandparent. You could get a hold of that person, and then you could get a hold of that person. She let children perform for her, tell her jokes, allow her to remove a Band-Aid that would stop, rip off, and they'd be smiling and happy. Call someone, call home when the crabby Mrs. Feely said, you forget your gym shoes, tell Mr. Cortese. Lunches, homework, their pet hamster died, she talked to them. She made them go through their day happily. They needed to just talk to mom or dad, she was there. She came to work every day, and every day happy. She found a rainbow every day. She cracked a joke every day. She cared for everyone at Madison every single day. Cherie made Madison a cheerful, caring school, and everyone who encountered her felt it and bloomed as any master gardener would touch. Cherie would want us to tell us all to follow her example, to continue to cultivate each other with friendship, caring, happiness, patience, understanding, and love. And the greatest of these is love that she would want us to share. And I just came across a quote. It's from Jane Austen, and this is Cherie. It isn't what we say or what we think that defines us, but it's what we do. And Cherie was a doer. She did it for all of you, for the generations that have been here and the generations to come. Cherie was here for all of us. So we want to celebrate her love for us, and every day that we see this tree growing, that's what we'll remember, her love that will continue to grow for all of us.
I am just here representing also all the families at our school. I moved here 7 years ago, so of course I feel incredibly blessed to have known Cherie for 7 years. The greatest thing about Cherie is that obviously the sign says it, this tree says it, this beautiful day says it. She touched us, she smiled, she brightened our lives. As Mrs. Feely was talking, we had all the same sentiments. Cherie just knew how to make you feel welcomed, and I was thinking that we can all continue to carry Cherie with us in our lives, from our youngest people to the oldest people, by taking the time to smile at each other, because honestly, Cherie's smile is, amazing, beautiful. Also, if we could always try and greet each other with respect, I just feel like Cherie just oozed it. She was just so kind and understanding and loving of all and every person. And genuinely, so genuine. She genuinely, if we could all try and make each other, and everybody here knows this, if we could all just try and take a time to genuinely make someone feel welcomed. You know, stop and say, hey, how you doing? And in your heart, you know that Cherie has got that big, huge smile, and we're going to continue and share in her love, and just like this tree grows. I want to do something with all of us. My dad always celebrated life, and we want to celebrate Cherie. I want to celebrate all the people here, celebrate her husband and her grandchild and her son and her daughter-in-law and all of her friends, family, everyone that's here and everybody that she's touched. We're going to do a hip hip, and then everyone's going to shout hooray. We're going to do it 3 times, all right? Hip hip! Hooray! Louder! Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Thank you.
Okay, one more thing Cherie had the love for were her ducks. Those who have been here or don't know, the newbies, we've always had a female duck. We don't know if it's the same one. She's always in the courtyard. And if you Google Madison ducklings taken by Michelle, who is in our cafeteria, and I know she's here. And she's not a very good camera person. So there are a few moments where you're just looking at the ground and how green the grass was. But it's very exciting, and it shows exactly what Cherie was and the love of her, besides children and humans, were to the ducks. I have good news. We thought she wasn't coming back at this year. We had a duck over by door number 2. We thought maybe she got lost and figured out, I'll try it outside. Well, that one didn't hatch any. Nature took its course, so that one was gone. But on her day of her memorial, Mrs. Fallons and I, we do bass, and we watched a duck kept going in and out during that week. And good news is she's back. We don't know how many ducks she has unless Mr. Juan knows. She's a little late because usually she's out and down by the creek prior to school ending. But Mr. Juan has a lot of phone numbers, and a lot of us are going to come and do the parade in Cherie's honor and get them down to the creek and let nature take its course down there. So she's very well protected in the courtyard, and we'll think of her when we do the duck marching. So, but please go on YouTube and see the video. It is wonderful. It's what she's done every year since I've been here, which is 12, 13 years since the duck has been laying in there, and it just makes you smile.